Pierrot. Perrot? No. Perrin.
Agatha.
Yes, dear?
Where's Cook? Cook, where is she?
Perhaps you went for butter.
We have butter.
Have you looked in her room?
Naturally, she isn't there.
I don't know where she is, Archie.
Perhaps he knows.
Who?
Perrot, or whatever you call him.
He isn't called that anymore.
There's something more common then, like Mr. Jones.
Hardly. He's Belgian.
Did you at least see her go? But you heard her.
I heard the door. I thought it was a tradesman.
What time?
Around 11 o'clock?
It is now 3 o'clock.
Is it?
Yes. Agatha, do you know how many cooks have left this last year?
Archie, please.
3. And if you count the size of Mrs. Darrow, then it is 4.
I know, and I'm sorry.
She spoke to me this morning the very minute I got in. You specifically told me.
I know, somehow I lost track of time.
But you see, Agatha, when you hire a person, that person expects to be paid. Now, take myself, for example. I am not certain that I would be fighting in a war if I were not somehow getting paid. Do you see what I mean?
I was going to pay her tomorrow. I had told her so.
How many times had you told her so?
Whenever I remembered the bank was not open. I was not expecting you today.
I can see that.
Look, I'm always happy to see you, Archie. But I don't need a cook.
Well, that's very well for you to say, but what about me?
You have been at the front this past year.
I do get leave, as the living do. Or perhaps you would prefer it if...
Archie! Have you been to the hall? They say Roger was asking for you.
Yes, well, he's dead.
He had pneumonia.
I know that.
I mixed him up a dose.
Learning to make poisons, were you?
It's called medicine.
Well, what good it did Roger.
We tried, Archie. It just...
Yes, well, we can all be survivors, can we? Why don't you mix him today?
I wasn't needed at the dispensary. It's been slow at the hospital.
Slow? Because of all the deaths.
Why don't you take off your coat and have a seat?
I don't need a seat. I could use a meal, though.
Well, then I'll fix you up something.
From what? Butter and air?
I'll run right down to Mr. Miller's.
He is closed.
Then I'll find another shop.
This is Torquay, not London.
Then I'll borrow something.
That is what cook was for.
Yes, Archie, but a cook is expensive, and with the war on.
Cooks, Agatha.
I do apologise, dear. I've been preoccupied.
With that, yes, I suppose the little fellow distracts you. Is he good looking? Not that it matters, he is imaginary.
No,
He's not imaginary.
he's not good looking. He has an egg-shaped head.
Dear, she can write about food, yet somehow never out in the house.
I would gladly have prepared you something if you had given me any advance warning.
Ah, yes, I see. So clever use of that word.
Which word?
The one you chose to use.
Advance.
Warning. There are air raid warnings and tidal wave warnings, and now it seems there are Archibald warnings.
I didn't
You would
mean...
like a warning from me. What kind of
Archie.
warning? Artillery, rifle fire.
Archie.
Answer!
Archie, please!
Oh, we all make mistakes. Somewhere under a bridge, bits of metal over a hill, and you didn't even notice. not. And you didn't even notice.
Where are you going?
To the base. They will expect a report from me.
It wasn't your fault, Archie.
That is what they will say. But I wonder what would he say?
Who?
Your little Belgian fellow. He's a refugee, isn't he? He ran away from it all, didn't he?
He is fictional.
Yes.
Will you be here until Tuesday?
I have to return to the front tomorrow.
Pierre. Pierrette.